Terror is about to strike. This Brinks guard returns to her truck, pushing a cart loaded with money she just picked up at a bank. Moments after she opens the rear door, 3 armed masked men jump out of an SUV and force her to her knees. Here it is from another surveillance camera. Can you imagine the terror that the guard, who was there alone, must be feeling? As one gunman keeps his weapon aimed at her and tries to take her pistol, the other 2 bad guys rifle through the Brinks truck and help themselves to over $100,000 in cash. Then the men take off. The guard is left stunned.
I didn't even have time to react, to draw my weapon.
I spoke to the guard, mother of 3, Sabrina Gimeno. Did you fear for your life in that moment? Did you think they might shoot you?
I did. I thought they were going to execute me on the spot. I thought I was going to die in that parking lot. All I could think about was my kids, and my boyfriend was going to get that call that I wouldn't be coming home.
So, what did Brinks do?
I was terminated.
Yep, Gimeno says she was told she was fired for violating protocol, despite being a model employee for Brinks in Denver for 7 years. It always comes up in situations like this, whether or not this was an inside job.
Absolutely not, and it makes me sick to my stomach. I'm just a mother of 3 trying to make ends meet with that job.
I'm wondering what your thoughts are about being out there, feeling like your life was in jeopardy, and then being fired.
I feel betrayed more than anything.
Brinks told us as a matter of policy, they don't comment on personnel matters.
What Brinks did seemed like a big crock of bullshit. They pretty much just said, hey, guess what? By the way, I know you have kids and a boyfriend, but your life to us just does not matter. You should have put yourself in harm's way and went ahead and used your own life to protect that money. I get what people sign up for, and I get what they're supposed to do and what their job entails them to do. But if you feel like your life isn't worth, trying to save something, let's say someone already has a drop on you like those fucking guys did, then by all means, don't even think about pulling that pistol unless you have a death wish and you think you can tag all 3 of them or all 5 of them and take them down. And the best part is she worked for that company for 7 years. Newsflash, don't work for that company. They basically, they let her go. They just said basically, fuck you. We don't care about you because they made off with the money. There's far better companies to work for out there that may actually be in your favor than Brinks. So there's some questions that need to be asked in this situation. For instance, every armored truck should have 2 people in there. The driver that just stays in there fucks around on their phone. I've seen it done several times, while you have the person that gets out on the passenger side, runs into a store with a big ass fucking leather looking bag, goes into the safe, does a money drop into the bag, gets everything out, writes everything down, whatever this person does, and then goes back in the truck, and then they both take off to the next location. So was she working by herself? Was there nobody in the truck but her? Was she supposed to get out of the truck, lock the door, close the door, open the back door, grab her money bag stuff, lock the back door, close it, go inside, grab all the money, go out of the fucking place that she was in, whether it was a bank or a restaurant, whatever she's getting all the money out of, open the back door, again, she's the only one on the job, and then put all the money in there, close the back door after locking it, get back in the vehicle, in the driver's side, and again, her only fucking working, and then drive off. Is that how Brinks works? Furthermore, if there was a driver in there, I don't know, why didn't the driver take off and, chase after them and figure out what the hell the license plate was? Because maybe it was a stolen vehicle. Maybe they could have, fender bendered the vehicle. You are in an armored vehicle, for fuck's sakes. That's a huge brick on a road. I mean, that thing's huge. That's armored. That thing would have taken that SUV, smashed it up, and you should have been fine. That nothing would have happened to your fucking armored car. Yeah, sure, maybe some stuff would have flown out of the back, but, I mean, your teammate's there. Okay, what if the person inside the armored truck set her up, and maybe those people were her their people, and they didn't let her in on the scoop that, hey, guess what, my guy's gonna come rob you, just sit on the ground and do whatever. Instead, the person was like, I'm not gonna tell her, she might actually snitch me out. Guys, let's go ahead and do this. I'll sit in the driver's seat. That's my job. She has to go in and get the money. Guarantee she's not gonna pull the gun. We won't tell her anything. And then you guys come in and fucking pull guns on her. I mean, this is such a fishy situation here. And it does seem like she was set up. It really seems like something is not right here. No, of course she could have signed up for any other job out there. She could have been a waitress making way less than minimum wage. She could have been a bartender and all these stupid simp fucking guys hitting on her all fucking day and night. Instead, she decided to go with the armed guard security job to make probably a lot better money. And she knew the risks that she was getting into. She knew that she had to have a service pistol, whether the company provided it for her or she had to provide her own pistol. I mean, hell, I've already talked to one armored guy. He's a really cool guy. He comes into McDonald's that I used to work at, drop the money. I'm like, hey, it's a pretty cool gun, dude. That's awesome. I'm glad they provide that for you. Oh, no, no, they didn't provide it for me. I had to provide my own gun. And I'm like, oh, that's even better. I like that. And his gun is custom as fuck, dude. The slide has, you know, holes or whatever the fuck in there. It's got a big sight coming off of it, so that way he doesn't miss his target. It's actually really cool. He's actually not from the Brinks company, but really chill guy. Honestly, you can just tell that Brinks just didn't give a fuck about their employee. They just said, get the fuck out of here. You fucked up. You didn't do your job. You know, you could have just left your kids behind and shot these guys, and if they killed you, hey, that's even better. Well, you can keep your job. I mean, you're dead, but you can still keep your job. This is us Brinks laughing. I honestly wouldn't touch this company with a 10-foot fucking pole. Even if it was my last resort to make money, this company would not be it. I'd rather be on the fucking corner being a prostitute making money than to work for Brinks. What are they going to do if I found myself in the same situation and I got shot up and had to be in the hospital for, I don't know, a week or two? Are they going to call me and check up on me? Are they going to send me a postcard? Hey, making sure you're okay. Alright, hurry up and get your ass back to work because that's what you signed up for. This isn't the military, for Christ's fucking sakes. It's a goddamn armed car job. You're a security guard that's armed and you're supposed to protect that money. Okay, it's not for everybody. And the weapons those people had could have been real. That could have been, you know, airsoft guns with the, you know, orange tips broken off or painted over. Who knows? Again, I don't fault her for what she did. What she did was she realized she had no amount of time to pull her service weapon. They already got the drop on her at the corner of her eye when she looked at them, and that was it. Obviously, with any type of job, anywhere you walk, anywhere you go, you always have to keep your guard up no matter what, especially in those type of jobs. Well, I'm actually curious what you guys think. Tell me in the comment section what you think Brinks should have done. I honestly think they should have kept her. It's not her fucking fault. It's not like she walked away with $1.2 million. She walked away with her life. Her kids can still see their mother. Her kids can still be around her mother and not talk about, well, my mother fucking died in a security job and Brinks didn't give a shit. But now her kids can grow up and go, fuck Brinks. You know what? Don't work for that company. This is what they did for my mother. She got robbed. They got the drop on her. I wouldn't work for that company. If a company doesn't value your hard-earned work ethics and your life, which shows what they did to her, you don't work for that company at all. You don't even think about working for that company and that name. You work for another company.